song that song is like, it stops right there. It's more to that song.
Well, I never finished writing any of it, so it kind of
Oh,
sits right
it's
there.
we need to play the whole thing.
Probably. I just never wrote any more to it. Just wrote the jingle and just
Oh,
right there.
oh, that's the bomb. I
Okay,
love
yeah.
that.
Well, I get my oh. So how are you doing tonight, Annette?
I like that song. You'll be glad I can't sing. You get so sick of me. Ooh, ow,
And
ow.
hello, movers and shakers. How are you doing? Thank you all so much for tuning in. You've tuned in to Can We Talk, brought to you by Movement Worldwide. We are a motivational organization veered to educate minds, empower, nurture, and transform. We are a movement to move. Yes, we are a movement to move, helping others thrust into their purpose to live the best version of themselves and win. We've tapped into some winning information. We have some winners resources. We're seated at the winners table, and we invite you to sit right along with us, right, Annette?
Yes, there is something to be said about sitting at a table. Growing up, I look forward to the holidays. Me and Anita was talking about how it don't seem the same with our parents, but I can remember sitting at the table. I was ready. Oh, okay. I was ready because I knew that something was going to be served up delicious. And even on tonight, I feel the same way. We're going to serve up something delicious tonight. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm excited.
Listen, and as we say so often, we invite you all to come where the table is spread and the feast of the Lord is what?
Guan on. Guan. I'm gonna spell that for y'all next week.
You know,
Guan
I did,
on.
I did both ears. Guan.
Guan. Guan on.
And we say hello to our movers, but we have an incredible guest in the building tonight. She always graces us with her presence. And, we don't acknowledge the person, but the office that she holds. And I want everybody to just pause right now and bless God for the prophetess Sharon Elaine Green.
Yes. Yes. You got to get your crown, my dear.
Yes. Prophetess is in the house. We see some other folk in the house. Connie's in the house. Listen, please, ma'am, please, sir, we're going to get on with our conversation. But before we do, we want to ask that you do a few things for us. The video that you're watching right now is either on Facebook or YouTube. It's on our Facebook page and our group, or it's on YouTube. So please make sure you hit the subscribe button on those channels. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, the heart, or the like, whichever one you have. Hit those buttons. But the other thing that we want you to do is to please hit that curve button. There's a little curve arrow. That arrow allows you to share. So we want you to hit that curve arrow button and share it. Share it to your page, share it to DM, share it, in text message, share it in WhatsApp, share it in email, share it everywhere to Lottie, Dottie, and everybody. Let everyone know we are on and we are getting ready to have this incredible conversation tonight. So we just want you all to be a part of the conversation, and we want you to be empowered and encouraged and enlightened and all those good things. So please subscribe, like, and share. The other thing you can do, we are a nonprofit organization. You can sow via Cash App. Our Cash App is $Movement Worldwide, or you can zell us at info@movementworldwide.org, or you can opt to become a patron. That is a covenant monthly giver where you give a set amount every month. You want to know how to become they want to know how to become a patron? You want to know how? Listen, all you have to do is, bam, go to our website, movementworldwide.org, click the red button. It will take you to patreon.com. You can set up your account, set your amount. We ask for $12 a month. That's just 40 cents a day, $2.80 a week. So please sow good seed into good soil, and we always pray that it returns to you 100-fold. And everywhere that you see that globe, that one over there, that one that's above Annette's head right there, see that globe over there? Yes. And the acronym movement, follow us. That's us, Movement Worldwide. You can also email us your thoughts, views, comments, praise reports, prayer requests, and topic ideas to info@movementworldwide.org. But before we get started with the conversation, we're going to start off with our Can We Talk toast. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, okay, and then you just turn your cup upside down. Everybody in the world can tell what nothing in your cup, girl. You were like this. listen, y'all. Okay, I had to take me a break and laugh at that one. But it's our Can We Talk mugs. Listen, we sit down because we have all of the tea and all of the wonderful conversation. So we want y'all at least have something in your cup. I didn't get a chance to put something in mine this time. I usually have something in mine, but then it just turned a cup all over. Lord have mercy, Jesus. All right, so therein lies our Can We Talk toast. And again, you can get your mug by emailing us at info@movementworldwide.org, and we will be so glad to get one out to you immediately. So without further ado, we're going to go into our conversation tonight. We start off our weekly conversation with our transformational topic. Those are idioms and phrases and quotes, those things, those little thoughts, little words that just make you go, Just a little thought, just a little food for thought. And tonight, our food for thought with our transformational topic is a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle.
Wow.
A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. This is a quote by James Keller, Helen Keller's brother. The quote is often interpreted to mean that helping others doesn't cost you anything, and that, in fact, it can bring more light into the world and to your own life. Helping others is beneficial. People need help from others to succeed, to be better people. We need people. We need each other. You are not designed to live this life or to walk it alone. We need people. Generosity is not finite. Generosity, compassion, and empowerment are not resources that run out. Helping others is a way to feel hope. Helping other people can fill the world and yourself with hope. Helping others is a way to celebrating other people's successes in a way to make the world, it's a way to make the world brighter, where we can learn to just celebrate each other. We all have strengths, we all have weaknesses, but none of us have every piece to the puzzle that's needed to do anything that we're set out to do. We're going to need somebody else to fulfill all of our purpose. And that is just the truth. The Bible says in Hebrews 13:16, and do not forget to do good and to share with others, for with such sacrifices, God is pleased. So be pleasing in the eyes of God. Don't be selfish, be selfless. And may these words transform your life and thrust you into the greatness you're destined for. That is our transformational topic. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you made me think of something that happened many years ago when I was preparing myself for my catechism, and we had asked this one particular preacher, what I would not call that name, and we were told, me and Sharon, oh, y'all need to get it the best way y'all can. I got mine. But the interesting thing was there were 3 other preachers that said, listen, we'll help you. So just because somebody tried to put out your candle, God always got somebody in the wings waiting to light that candle to somebody else. So it don't cost you nothing to help people, and I can attest to that. Anita can attest to that. We've been together 5-6 years, going on 6 years. I ain't know what to click on. Now I can go in and do stuff because she helped me, and I pay it forward. I try to help everybody I can with my knowledge that I have. So it don't cost you nothing. It really don't.
And that's what makes life so meaningful, is when you have something special and you're able to deposit that into someone else. Anything you have is not meant for you to keep by yourself. You know what happened to the person who kept all their talents and went and buried them? They ain't want nobody else to have any. They ain't want nobody else to do nothing so what do you have it for? What do you have the knowledge for? What do you have the connections for? What do you have the insight for? What do you have the gift for? God blesses us. Why? To be a blessing. And when we bless somebody else, guess what he does? He in turn blesses us even the more. So listen, it's not going to dim your light if you brighten somebody else's candle. That's why I love it. It said, candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. Whew. So With that being said, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and move to the next phase of our conversation, and which is we're gonna pause for a quote from the quoteologist herself, Annette L. Anderson. We're gonna pause for our Annettism, and we'll be right back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. As a matter of fact, while we're watching the Annettism, please be sure to share with somebody else. Share it to your page, share it in DM, and let them know the conversation is just getting started. We'll be right back.
In a land of devotion, amid waves of commotion, lies a heart's proclamation, seeking its own salvation. Through acts of dedication and quiet contemplation, we find our foundation. With each revelation in love's affirmation and pure transformation comes sweet liberation from pain's domination. Life celebration is a grand orchestration echoing the vibration of hope's restoration. This is Annettism's expressions. All right. Now it's time for the power tool. There are some matters and experiences that causes people to become hurt, fractured, or broken spiritually and emotionally. Sometimes it just takes a conversation to mend a broken heart or spirit. In some cases, a Band-Aid just won't do it. You can't cover that up. You need a power tool.
Power tool.
All right. Now, the power tool tonight is life is lifing. I hear so many people say this. It's a simple phrase, yet it carries profound weight. It's the way we articulate the unpredictable, relentless motion of existence itself. It's the days when the to-do list grows faster than your energy can tackle it. The moments when joy and heartbreak seems to hold hands. It's the good, the bad, and the beautifully mundane. Life has no pause button, no rewind, no fast forward. It just keeps moving. Sometimes it feels like a steady rhythm, a song you can sway to. Other times it's a chaotic symphony hitting you with crescendos, I pronounced that wrong, you weren't ready for. But it isn't the essence of living, the constant flux, the surprises, the lesson in resilience. When life is lifing, it's an invitation to embrace it all. Not just the peaks, but the valleys too. To laugh when you can, cry when you must, and remember that even in the wildest storm, you're still here, still breathing, still living. And that's God's grace. 2 Corinthians 9:8 says this, and God is able to make all grace abound towards you, that ye always having all sufficiency in all things may abound to every good work. And that is the power to tonight. Life is lifing.
It is lifing every single day, and the thing is, it's like sometimes we end up in moments in life that we think are going to completely take us out.
Yep.
And and no matter what, even when you're faced with trials and storms and upset moments, it happens to everyone. It happens to the best of us, it happens to the worst of us. But at the end of the day, it's important that we learn how to take a licking and keep on ticking.
Yeah.
Have to.
Yeah.
Because we still have life here to live no matter what we've experienced. And God is not a God that's going to let us stay in that state. We stay in a state of melancholy, sadness, and depression in a lot of instances because we want to. We resist deliverance because it's easier to stay down. It takes a lot of strength and faith to get up. And if you want to get up, God will pick you up. The Bible says that Jesus will pick you up even if he has to reach way down.
Way down.
Way down in the gutter, he will still be the lifter of your head.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to want it. You have to want to be delivered. You have to want to be free of and it's not easy. It's hard. And then we've been through some of the hardest that life could throw. But guess what? We still have a smile on our face. We're still ticking, and it doesn't have us in the corner turning the light switch on and off and on and looking for our third thumb. We're not doing it. We're right here. We came right back. We bounced right back into the swing of things. So I hope that encourages somebody. Thank you for that power tool. Sometimes it's harder to see it from that perspective because we look at ourselves like, woe is me. Oh, no, you don't understand. It's not about understanding. Our storms are all different. I can't survive what you survive. You can't survive what I survive. But what I do know is that you can survive. What I do know is that you can find peace. You can find it. It is available to you. But do you really want it? And that's all righty. So, good people, listen, I told y'all we have some great stuff in store each and every night. We're going to take a quick pause right now, and we coming back with them topics, y'all. We got some stuff to talk about tonight. Woo, boy, Annette be coming home with the topics. So we're going to pause for our commercial break. While we're gone, please remember to share and let the saints know that we are getting ready to do the topics. The conversation is going on. Francesca, I saw you in the building, girl. I know you love them tea time topics. So back in a few minutes, y'all. When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbwell.com, join the journey, and take your life back. TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with the Andersons. Each and every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. live on multiple platforms. For more information and other services, visit AnnetteLAnderson.com. If you don't have your copy yet, get yours today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L. Anderson. Another milestone reached. Get your copy of The Wow Effect by Anita Faye Wilson, available on all platforms, or you can visit AnitaFayeWilson.com. And you can always catch us live on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. for Can We Talk? Join us with your Can We Talk coffee mug. Get yours today. They're $15 and that includes shipping. Sow good seed into good soil. You can sow a seed into Movement Worldwide via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, Zelle at info@movementworldwide.org, or by becoming a patron. You can visit our website at movementworldwide.org, click the red button, go to patreon.com, and set up your account today. And remember to follow us on all platforms. Like, subscribe, click that notification button, and don't forget to share. It's that time. Tea Time Topics. It's time
It's
for
that
tea
time.
Tea Time Topics. Say what? Tea Time Topics. Come on and that. Ooh, ooh. I see you now. Ooh, ooh. All right now. Ooh, okay.
I
think
I got to come with a new dance because it's the same.
You gotta come with a new one. Oh man. It's time for those topics. Y'all know we always like to come from the news, the good, bad, and the ugly. We keep it light, but we keep it real. So our first topic of this evening, actor Jussie Smollett's conviction overturned in hate crime hoax case. In a stunning ruling Thursday, the Illinois Supreme Court overturned the conviction of actor Jussie Smollett for an alleged hoax hate crime, a move that will spare the former Empire star a 5-month jail sentence. Smollett's case garnered national attention almost from the moment he called the police to report that he'd been attacked near his downtown apartment on a frigid night in 2019. Gosh, that was a long time ago. Targeted by two strangers who shouted racist, homophobic slurs at the openly gay Black actor. The furor only increased a month later when the actor was charged with staging the hoax, beating, and surged again when the state's attorney's office abruptly dropped the case a few weeks later in a controversial and unorthodox deal. Smollett gave up his $10,000 bond and performed 15 hours of community service in exchange for prosecutors dismissing the case. That agreement, Justice Elizabeth M. Rockford wrote in the 5-1-0 opinion, should have prevented Smollett from facing charges for the same alleged crimes a year later when a special prosecutor reinvestigated the case. A second indictment and Smollett's guilty verdict in a 2022 trial violated Smollett's due process rights, the court ruled. A deal, the court ruled, is a deal, said Smollett will now avoid serving a 5-month jail sentence and repaying nearly $130,000 Chicago police spent on overtime to investigate his claims. We are aware that this case has generated significant public interest and that many people were dissatisfied with the resolution of the original case and believed it to be unjust, Rockford wrote on a 32-page ruling. Two justices who did not attend oral arguments did not weigh in. Nevertheless, what would be more unjust than the resolution of any one criminal case would be a holding from the court that the state was not bound to honor agreements upon which people have determinately relied. Smollett served 6 days of a 5-month jail sentence he received after his conviction before being released to wait out his appeals. While the ruling made no findings about whether Smollett was guilty or not, at a news conference Thursday in Chicago, Smollett's attorney said that the case was a vindication of their client. Okay. Attorney Ninye UK, I think that's how you say it, said the case resembled those in developing nations and that there was no evidence linking Smollett to anything. Prosecution should be based on facts, not vindictiveness. He told reporters. This was a vindictive persecution, not prosecution. The court is not run by public opinion. And man, that's something. Your thoughts on that?
Well, didn't bother me none, because I'm sorry, if you can hold the highest office in this country and be vindicated, don't bother me. Good. Good. And he had to hold it, so it don't bother me.
And it's like it just, what I think what got me the most with this case was that, okay, so at the time that he went through the process, he served the time that he was given. He paid his debt to society that was given to him. Then you come back again and you spend $130,000 of taxpayers' money for what? Who there wanted this boy so bad? Somebody wanted him that bad that they pursued, and whoever allowed that, shame on them.
It's almost like double jeopardy.
That's exactly what it's like.
Yeah.
But then you got a convicted felon going in the White House.
Convicted with evidence. So, hey.
Let the boy go.
Let him go.
He already ruined his career, so let him go. I mean, heck. I mean, granted, whether he lied or whether he didn't lie, there's a whole lot of foolishness that's been done so much worse than what he did.
And not only that, you're putting people in offices with all kinds of craziness.
All kinds of crazy foolishness and lies and deceiving justice and skating by and getting pardoned and everything else. So, child, please, whatever.
And we ain't seen the half of it. You watch it. So, hey, good for him. I'm glad.
Good for him.
Plus, it was illegal.
It was illegal.
They did. It was illegal.
So, I'm glad he got vindicated, and I hope he just go on with his life, and I hope his career resurrects behind this. So I give him an applause.
I can't believe it's been that long.
It's been since 2019. Wow, but for the fools that came after him after the fact, whatever. All right, fellas, come on, take us to the next one.
Moving. We keep it moving.
This is very interesting. Virginia woman calls husband to handle the situation. At a pizza restaurant after a botched order, leaving an employee with multiple stab wounds and visible intestines. The court docs stated in Virginia said a wife ordered her husband to carry out a savage attack against a pizza employee, all because her order was wrong. Now, Catherine Harper, 45, and husband Corey Harper face felony charges for the incident. According to court documents obtained by Wavy, the attack happened on Sunday at Mood Pizza in Norfolk, Virginia. Catherine Harper allegedly got into a heated argument with the 24-year-old employee at the pizza joint and accused the worker of botching her order. Authorities say Harper called her husband to the restaurant and told him to handle the situation. And he handled it. When Corey Harper got there, he stabbed the employee several times in the back and in front of his body, the court documents stated. Harper even allegedly inflicted a long cut across the victim's torso, exposing his intestines. The couple left the scene afterward. The employee survived his injuries, which authorities report were non-life-threatening. He was hospitalized for treatment. Corey Harper was charged with malicious wounding and brandishing a firearm. According to, authorities, charged his wife Catherine with conspiracy to commit malicious wounding. They are currently being held in the Norfolk City Jail without bond. One of Harper's neighbors said she had friendly interactions with the couple and was shocked to learn that they were involved in such a violent alteration. I'm surprised. Wayne Shapiro said, "This is a quiet neighborhood and we're all friends here." I would think that this is out of character for what I know about them. But like I said, I know them as a neighbor. Mod Pizza, and this is the standard thing everybody pretty much says, Mod Pizza released a statement saying it was dismayed to learn about this incident and is cooperating with local police. Mod Pizza has a zero tolerance for behavior that escalates conflicts, whether initiated by a guest or team member. Moments like these force the organization to re-examine employee training. I don't think training had nothing to do with it. And look for ways to reinforce value and expectations. My statement read in part, "We are fully cooperating with the Norfolk Police Department in their investigation. Our top priority is creating a fun and inspiring place to work and a great place to eat." Oh, okay. The Harpers will appear in court January 14th of next year. Their statements
like over a pizza order though,
almost got killed, and you talking about creating a fun and inspiring place. Oh, I thought it was whoever wrote that. I said, "Come on now,
that was dumb."
Yeah, where's our little sympathy for the person who was stabbed?
Yeah, whose intestines were exposed.
Yeah, like what are you saying? This is zero tolerance for behavior that escalates conflict, whether initiated by a guest or a team member. What? I don't care about that. You should have said we are praying for the young man or something.
Something. It's almost like they said it was his fault.
Yeah.
Wow. And I agree. Sharon said it should have been attempted murder. I agree.
Me too.
It should have been. Whoa, Jesus! What is going on in the world today? I'm floored. That one has me completely floored. I can't.
Doggone pizza
over a
girl. Pizza. You go break, and your husband he comes there with his crazy self.
Come handle the situation.
Girl, listen. Tell them off and leave if that's you just got. But y'all got a dog probably gonna lose jobs. Places, depending they got apartment. Now you're gonna have a record. God, that was so stupid when I saw it.
Girl,
got a pizza.
It's like, what do you say with that?
You forgot to put the anchovies on the pizza. Some major man. I don't know.
Oh, I can't find no thoughts in that. I can't find no thoughts. Woo, can't find a thought, can't find a sound. Good Lord from Zion. God help your people. Fellas!
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
I can't. Wow. I told y'all there's some stuff to be going on around up in here. It gets crazier and crazier and crazier. Move faster, boy. Woo-sa. You hear me in that?
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh, Jesus! All right, and listen, and what I already knew when I saw this, I'm like, I'm gonna get this one. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. All right, y'all. Y'all could tell by the title that it's some foolishness. Move faster, boy. Federal judge slashes $238 million jury award to $39 million for Black UPS driver. A federal judge has weighed in on the $238 million verdict won by the former Black United Parcel Service worker in September, ruling that $198 million in punitive damages in Yakima, Washington awarded was unreasonable and not supported by the evidence in the case. U.S. District Judge Thomas Rice allowed the juries awarded for emotional distress to stand, ordering UPS to pay the plaintiff, Tavio Grattan, $39.6 million. UPS says it intends to file a motion for a new trial and will seek to overturn the emotional distress damages as well. Grattan sued UPS in 2022 for for racial discrimination and wrongful termination, claiming that he was mistreated in the workplace by racist supervisors and then fired in retaliation for filing several complaints between 2018 and 2021 with his union and the Equal Opportunity Employment Commission. He argued that his termination in 2021 following a sexual harassment investigation into whether he improperly touched the female employee's back on a loading dock was used as a pretext by managers who had previously discriminated against him. In the complaint filed in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Washington, Grattan claimed he was frequently laid off for the day while white drivers with less seniority were given routes to drive in violation of union rules. He also said he was given less desirable routes and trucks other than other drivers. A white manager repeatedly referred to him as boy, Grattan alleged, adding that to the manager who yelled orders at him by saying, "Move faster, boy, let's go. I didn't tell you to talk, boy." Whew. When asked to stop, the manager allegedly said, "I'm from the South. That's how I talk." The judge also denied Grattan's claim for front and back wages, writing that his attorneys presented no evidence of wage-related damages at the trial and later filed financial information too late to be considered. Rice ruled that the plaintiff's claims to be reinstated at UPS was improper since the employee and employer were at odds over the reason for his termination, and also due to the plaintiff's current successful barbecue business. What does that have to do with anything? Rice said because UPS had not challenged the jury's verdict for emotional distress, he will order judgment for that amount, $39.6 million.
It sounds like the judge discriminated against him because what they got to do with his barbecue business? Maybe in a way, I probably would more. It's just an idea, but give me my 39.6 million.
I'm from the South. That's just how we talk. And
no, it's not. He know he was being. Come on.
I hope people are paying attention because let me tell you, things are about to get real thick and dicey when it comes to how we're treated and injustice prevailing. We've been so comfortable over the years, and lately we started seeing vindication and seeing police go to jail and all this stuff. But baby, I got a feeling those things are about to change. Yes, y'all better be careful. Because that right there, girl, I would have been in jail.
Me too.
It's going to be called gal. Don't call me gal.
Don't call.
Girl. Okay.
Yeah, I don't care who you are.
I don't care.
Because you know it. You know it. Come on.
You know exactly what you are calling that boy. You call him boy.
You know, like calling anywhere. You talking about rappers use it, but do I look like I'm a rapper?
Thank you.
Oh, okay, let the
Don't
rappers.
put
So
that off
that's
on
what
me.
I'm saying. But I don't rap, and I'm gonna get respect, and you ain't getting away with it.
I can't
Anyway,
stand it. I mean, it's when you child. And I know that's right, cause better not call me gal. That's
better,
foolishness right now. Better not. Nancy,
better.
well, give him his 39.6 million.
Yeah, he can
Because
go. He can really grow his barbecue business with that. Since you want to
okay,
talk
and
about
don't be hating on him because he got a successful barbecue business. What, he ain't need the money because he had a barbecue
it.
business?
Yeah,
That was some foolishness. The judge did not want to see that boy get the money, and so you know what? That's okay because God's eyes are not closed. Y'all think y'all winning? You ain't winning. You ain't winning. You're in a holding pattern. You can't even see that you decapitated yourself. You better be careful. Just watch out.
you just wait. They ain't seen. Oh my God.
Foolishness right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got one more thing for this section. We got our Black History. Hold on, come on, fellas.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
All right. During the late 19th century, no area in the United States was a haven and a refuge for criminals like the Indian Territory pre-statehood Oklahoma. In 1875, Judge Isaac C. Parker was given the task of cleaning up the territory by President Grant. It would not be easy. It would not be an easy task. Parker authorized the hiring of 200 deputies, United States Marshals, to sweep over the territory and arrest felons and fugitives. One of the first of the deputies hired by the Judge Parker's court was a former slave from Texas named Bass Reeves. It is believed that Reeves fought in the Indian Territory during the Civil War with the Union Indian Brigade. Reeves was known as an expert with pistols and rifles, stood about 6'2", weighed 180 pounds, and was said to have superhuman strength. Reeves had a reputation throughout the territory for his ability to catch outlaws that other deputies couldn't. He was known to work in disguise in order to get information and affect the arrest of fugitives he wanted to capture. Reeves was involved in numerous shootouts but was never wounded. He stated that he killed 14 men in self-defense. At the time of his death, newspaper reported he had killed over 20 men. 20 men. Okay. In 1901, Reeves was interviewed by a territory newspaper. At that time, he stated he had arrested over 3,000 men and women who broken the federal laws in the Indian Territory. The Indian Territory, later to include Oklahoma Territory in 1890, was the most dangerous area for federal peace officers in the Old West. More than 120 lost their lives before Oklahoma became a state in 1907. Bass Reed escaped numerous assassination attempts on his life. He was the most feared deputy U.S. Marshal to work the Indian Territory. Bass Reed worked a total of 32 years as a deputy U.S. Marshal in the Indian Territory. Being a former slave, Reeves was illiterate. He would memorize his warrant and rights. In those 32 years, it is said he never arrested the wrong person due to the fact he couldn't read. African-American deputy U.S. Marshal who worked the Indian Territory had the authority to arrest I said, wow, to arrest whites, blacks, or Indians who broke federal law. This was a very unique reality for Black men, given the Jim Crow laws of the U.S. after the end of the Reconstruction in 1877. On January 12, 1910, African-American deputy U.S. Marshals who worked the Indian Territory had the authority to arrest whites, blacks, or Indians who broke the federal laws. Bass Reed was a legend in his own time. On January 12, 1910, Bass Reed died at the age of 71 in Oklahoma. And this is Bass Reed.
Wow.
He did something that arresting and killing white people. No, he had to. That came all the way from the president, Ulysses Grant. That gave him that authority.
Girl, he was ducking and dodging the bullets like that.
Well, I'm telling you.
What? I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah,
There's a lot.
That I mean,
and to have the kind of authority at that in that time frame.
In that time,
given that authority, it reminds me of Django.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Wow,
Yeah,
so that's amazing. Thank you for
yeah,
that. We celebrate our Black History moment.
yeah.
Awesome, 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 awesome. All right, so we do have a topic of discussion. We don't have a guest tonight, but we do have a spotlight discussion that we are going to have. We're gonna bring it up right now.
All right, movers, it's time now for In the Spotlight. Who is in the spotlight tonight?
Well, who's in the
All right.
spotlight? None other than myself and Annette L. Anderson.
Yes. The
Our
spotlight.
spotlight discussion
Spotlight.
topic. Listen, this I've gone through many situations that caused me to say this very thing. My soul looks back and wonder. So tonight we are reflecting on how much we have to be grateful for. We're coming up on Thanksgiving. A lot of y'all are chopping up the onions and the celery and stuff and seasoning that turkey and everything tonight, getting up 4 day in the morning. You know, everybody like to say that 4 day in the morning to put your pies on and all that stuff. But the real reason is to is to reflect. And so when I look at this song, the song, it told a story shared by so many at the march, a story, when we're talking about march, the March on Washington, the story of resilience in the face of many years of marginalization. This struggle was shared by the Black community over the centuries since enslavement first began, and it was the same struggle that the people had in 1963 at the March on Washington. So when we look at this song, it dates so far back to slavery, so far back to Jim Crow, all of those years coming all the way through civil rights. And still to this day, we find ourselves saying, my soul looks back and wonder how I got over. How in the world did I do it? Why? Well, there are a number of reasons. We're going to talk about it tonight. And Annette, I know you can attest to this, that we are much stronger than we think we are.
Yeah, you really are. You don't know your strength until you have to put it on display. You don't know your strength until you have to live through stuff that some people didn't survive. So you're stronger than you think when you can still get up the next day when you don't even want to. But you know that there's a mandate on your life, even after whatever this is, whether it be death, whether it be sickness, struggling within yourself, finances, and the list go on. And you'll be surprised that if you can just take your legs in the morning, swing them out of that bed and get up and say, okay, God, now you got to help me today. I ain't feeling it, and some kind of way we get the strength. And so you're stronger. I'm telling you, you're stronger than what you think. My mom been gone 10 years and I thought that would literally take me out. But what it did, it caused me to really start looking at my life. And like our family, I'm the oldest of everybody died off. No uncles, aunt, none of that. And so, we go from having, because your mom and the pie and the cooking. I was reflecting yesterday about that. How I miss her so, because I know when mom was alive, everybody came around. So now we kind of scattered. But you know what? God really don't put no more on you to bear. I only know that, Anita, because I lived it. I used to hear people say that. But I'm walking through it right now every day. I have to realize that I'm stronger than I am. And so we want to let you know tonight, whether you hear it tonight or hear it another time, you're stronger than you think you are. You really are.
You are. And, and as we were talking, because I know there are a lot of people, and at this time of year, it's tough. Because I'm a few days past the anniversary of my mom's death. She died November 18, 2017. And so, it was so ironic that her death was 18 years, 18 or 20 years, I can't remember, to the date of her brother's death, and on the exact same day. And when she died, I never forget, it was a Saturday morning, and we were preparing for Thanksgiving. That was her favorite holiday. So we went ahead and had Thanksgiving. Family came to town. We had our Thanksgiving dinner, and we got up the next morning and headed to Madison so that we could have her funeral, and because that's what she wanted to do everything. But it didn't stop us. And I can remember years ago when my uncle passed, my mom was the one who was always preparing things, and she just couldn't get her mind in it because she had just lost her brother. It was a lot going on, and I remember waking up on that Thursday morning and nobody had cooked anything. I'm like, nobody's cooking. So I got up and I put the turkey in the oven. I made a pie. I made dressing, and I heated up greens. I did it myself because my mama just simply couldn't. And so, but of course, she picked herself back up again and would continue to enjoy those festivities. But what we do is that sometimes we get so hung up on who's not here that we forget about who is.
Yeah.
And even though it's tough, it's tough.
It's tough.
And like you say, people scatter. And I think what we owe it to ourselves to do, Annette, is what our parents did. And even if it's not Thanksgiving, if it's something else, like I'm glad my family does vacation, because that's something that we never did together with the masses. Our holidays were always, my mom's favorite holiday. It was always Thanksgiving and Easter. Those were the two times that, and her birthday, sorry, they came on Easter too, but her birthday and Thanksgiving were the main two that no matter where you were in the world, you came home and you celebrated those days. But we have to, as people, as the older generation now, we are it, because, our moms are gone. So we have to become it for the family to pull people together for some type of gathering, something that you keep that camaraderie, that togetherness, because yes, life has changed. Like, we go through ups and downs. And even when you look from one year to the next, it's like, oh gosh, I did not see this in my future for this year. I did not see this time last year. I did not think I will have experienced what I have experienced. And I did. But there's an old saying, there's a song too, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. We become stronger through some of our situations. But I want to tell you something though. Some research suggests that small amounts of trauma can make people more resilient, but however, not all hardships lead to positive growth. But what we have to do is prioritize health and seek the support that we need when we need it. Don't sit and wallow in your pain.
Yeah.
If you're feeling something, and especially during these times of the year, say something and seek out help. Don't be some of these black people like, I don't believe in no therapist.
Girl, you better get some. Yeah.
What'd you say, that?
I saw you so better get some. One of the ladies that Yolanda worked with sent me a shirt. She sent me a shirt, well, a picture of the shirt, and it said Yolanda, July 24th, 1974 to August the 2nd of this year. And I just broke down. It's weird. I didn't cry so much for her death. It was her birth. When I saw that, I don't know why that triggered me, but every day I get stronger. And, I've been, this person honored her and that person honored her. And it's been like, I went somewhere Friday, for some reason when I got that, but what I had to know that it didn't kill me. I thought I was going to, that I thought I was, but it makes you stronger, because to be honest, Anita, you really don't have a choice. You don't get do-overs.
No, you don't.
It ain't like, playing games. Sometimes you play cards or something, you can do a do-over. Life is not a do-over when you have tragedy and trauma. And I do believe that trauma do make you more resilient, because now you're faced with something you've never been faced before. You never had to do that. You've seen other people go through it. And you say, oh, I'm praying for you. But when it's at your door, that's a whole nother arena. So, you get strength from God. And you know what I think? This is what I think. That a lot of our strength, like all those times that we were in Bible study, all those times when I was in church, I did listen. I did. Sometimes I'd be zoning that out, but I listened, and some of that stuff got into my spirit, man. So when Yolanda passed away, I had to reach way back and get stuff to help me to make it through where I am now. So yeah, you do get what it don't kill you, it can really make you strong, but you got to be careful that you don't allow, like you said, you got to seek help. And I'm a part of a couple of support groups and some other things. I've spoken about probably 4 or 5 times. So I'm doing things to try to help me conquer this. But you can't just sit around and say, "Oh, well, God gonna do it." Well, no, sometimes you got to get up and get some help. Don't, folks. It's okay if you go and talk with somebody. You need that.
You know, and a lot of times it's because of lack of exposure, which some of the things that I want us to actually start doing, we're going to start, giving out information to people as to where you can get this kind of help from, because a lot of times we don't recognize the mental and emotional resources that we have to overcome the setbacks. There are many resources that are available to us. We just don't take advantage of them, or we don't see we have never been taught that is a legitimate need. And now it's more prominent now, it's more evident now, and more and more people are seeking out the help. And there's always been so many resources and stuff that have been available.
You're right, Anita.
So many.
Yeah. And see, we as believers, when I was growing up, what you do is go home. They'll tell you, go pray about it. Trust God. So you go home and that don't work. It don't work. I'm not saying prayer don't change things. Of course it does. But there are times when you got to do more than pray.
Well, faith without works is dead.
Yeah, you got to.
You got to do your
so telling people, oh, God gonna do it. Yeah, he is. But point me to somewhere. Point me to someone who can help me, because sometimes God ain't gonna do everything. Somebody got to help you to get you where you need to be. That's just the truth. Yeah.
Sometimes we look at it as though, we're gonna snap back and we're going to end up right back where we were when we got knocked down. No, you're not. Because
no, you're not.
Life is different. You are not in the same place that you were. You're not the same person that you were before you experienced what you experienced. Your entire existence has been altered by the experience that you went through. It doesn't mean that you can't move forward from it. It just simply means that you're not going to be in the same place you were when you got knocked down. That's not how it works, because resilience is not just about bouncing back, but it's about using difficult experiences as opportunities for growth. We use those experiences, we use those challenges, and we grow and learn from them. And when we do get back up, we're in a better place. We're better. And that's what it's meant to be. That's how it's meant to be for that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're not the same. Because when they say life altering experiences, yes, it's life altering. You don't think the same. You don't view things the same. I mean, like with me, I had 3 daughters, and I have to talk about one in past tense. I cannot stand talking about she once was, she used to be. So now, I had to regroup, rethink about things. So I had to pull myself together because I still have grandkids. So, you're never the same. You don't talk the same. You don't act the same. And if you're a preacher, whatever you do, you're not. That's just not going to be the same, because your whole world has shifted. Well, it take that one day in time to shift the rest of your life, and it can be difficult. It really, really can. But you got to figure out how to maneuver. Mine has been, like I say, I speak a lot. And I'm a part of some groups. I'm going to start counseling, but I wanted to make sure my grandkids were, in a better place. They're gonna never be in. They're gonna always have their life will never be the same, obviously. But so trying to be there. Sometime, Anita, when you always trying to be there for everybody and do stuff for everybody, sometimes we don't take care of ourselves, because we're so busy trying to make sure that person's okay and that person's okay. And then, I tried to do that. And then I had a moment where I just lost it, because I spent so much time trying to, make sure they're okay when I wasn't okay. But, all of that, all that's part of the journey. It's part of the journey. Anybody lost anybody been sick, anybody, whatever your thing is, because everybody's not the same. Everybody don't have the same struggle. But pain is pain. Pain is pain. And whether your pain is, about your health, or your pain is about finances, pain is pain. And, and we have to learn how to bounce back. And even though it's difficult, but it's like, of course, I'm 65, I'm real grown. But when I lost my daughter, I really had to grow up. It took me to a whole nother level that I never thought I'll be able to overcome. But it's life. It's like I said earlier, life is life, and you don't get a do-over. You don't get a, let's go back, because if I could go back, I could have stopped, but that ain't how life is.
Amen.
So you don't go back, you go forward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can't stop it. You can't go around it. You can't circumvent it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to say, okay, I'm going to go forward and God get me to a place, because where I am now, I personally, this is what I said, and I told God, I said, one of my things that, especially for 2025, every chance I get to speak, I said, I don't want another mother to have to go through what I went through. And if me telling my story of me coming somewhere and, trying to help women or men too, because men get abused, of course, then that's what I'm doing. But it changed my vision. I got some of the same vision, what we do, but it altered what I was going to do on a personal level with my own personal vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, it does. Though, experiencing the situations that we have, they are definitely life-altering situations.
Yeah.
And, and like I said, at the time, Annette, I know we have both talked about this a lot, because going in the moment, you feel like you're just not going to make it. But then once you get past a certain position, you're like, you know what? I can make it. I can survive this. And that's what it boils down to. And I have had several instances where I felt like, man, there's no way. But you know what? I kept pushing, because I knew that God, I'm a believer in God's faithfulness, that He's not going to take me through a situation and just leave me there. That there's always a reason. There's always some type of light at the end of the tunnel. There's always some type of something. And when you look at it, when you look at this, what you're going through, there's always a purpose behind it. And I just had to really like kind of start balancing myself in that, and just believe in God and say, you know what, God, I don't understand it, but I know that you are in control, and I don't question it.
Yeah.
So I don't question the reason. I just, sometimes I, question experiences and instances and things that you could have done. And maybe if you would have done this or have done that, we always have those questions, and it's even okay to ask God why. But at a certain point, you got to stop at, okay, you know what? It obviously was His will. And everything is not going to be revealed to you on this side. And so I put myself and say, you know what? When I get to heaven, I really want to know what your reason was for this.
Yeah. One of the scriptures we love to quote, all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord and who are the called according to His purpose. And so, we don't understand all means disappointment, all means death, all means health issues, all mean finances, all means divorce, so that is that 3-letter word. When you look at that, if you look at that, like, my God, that encompasses everything. But then it go on it, but there's more to it. It's them who love the Lord and who are called. So that's not for everybody.
No.
It tells you all, but then it go on to tell you, okay, yeah, you're gonna go all, but this, because of this, because you connected to me, then I'm gonna make it okay. I'm gonna make it okay for them who love the Lord and who are called according to His purpose. That means that He's called, He said, hey, come here, I got something for you. And you may not like it and it's gonna hurt, but trust me. And so that scripture gave me such a different outlook on it, when I went through what I've gone through, and like so many other people have gone through. So yeah.
Man, well, I am grateful for this conversation. It has thoroughly blessed my soul tonight. I mean, I always, know that God has a reason for whatever He has us discussing it. And, coming into it, you don't even really know, but I'm just glad that we were obedient and we had it, because obviously there are some people that needed to hear this tonight. So we've come to the end of our discussion, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You could have gone anywhere else with your time, but you chose to stop by here with your favorite co-host and have this conversation with us tonight with Can We Talk? So before we go, we ask you to do a few things for us. The video that you're watching, please make sure you subscribe, like, and share to that channel. Also, you can sow a seed via Cash App, that's $ Movement Worldwide, or you can Zelle us at info@movementworldwide.org, or come into covenant partnership with us with a monthly seed of $12 a month by becoming a patron. Go to our website, movementworldwide.org, click the red button, and it will take you to patreon.com where you can set up your account and set your amount. Some set their amounts for more than we ask for, and we appreciate every penny, because why? Every little bit helps. And we always pray that your seed that you sow will return 100-fold. Also, everywhere that you see that globe and the acronym, the movement, please follow us on social media platforms. And then you can also email us your thoughts, views, comments, praise reports, prayer requests, and topic ideas to info@movementworldwide.org. Now, without further ado, if you all are not doing anything on Tuesday nights, even if you are doing something, you can just sit your phone down and tune in and really get some great encouragement, because Annette comes to us on Tuesday nights. Oh, boot up, da 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 da, boot up. She boot up with her man, with her husband, the pastor. Her and Pastor and First Lady Annette L. Anderson and Annette L. Anderson. They grace us with their presence every Tuesday night with one of the organizations under her company. You can find her company at AnnetteLAnderson.com. That's AnnetteLAnderson.com. But they grace us with their presence with TNT. That's Tuesday Night Talk, where we take flight and soar. That's speak, orate, articulate, and the reverberates. Speak, orate, articulate, and the reverberates every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. live on this platform. And join us again next Wednesday. We are here every Wednesday night. We are back. We're going to be returning some of the other platforms soon, but we're kind of easing back into the fold. But join us here every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. live for our incredible conversations with our transformational topics, those idioms and phrases that make you go, And then that hard to have conversation, the power tool. We also have our tea time topics, the good, bad, and the ugly, keeping it light, but keeping it real. And then we also have in the spotlight conversation, and you might walk up in here and see a guest. So thank y'all so much. Thank you, Diane. Awesome.
Thank you, Miss Diane.
So thank you all so much, and we appreciate you again. Annette, any thoughts, your final thoughts?
The discussion was amazing. My soul looks back and wonder, and I don't really have to wonder that much because it was the help of the Lord.
Amen.
Yeah, so that was amazing, that conversation.
Wow. Well, good people, we have come to, I'm so glad we had this time together, but we gotta go. I ain't say that. Gotta go. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. Join us the next time. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family.
Yes.
Embrace one another. Love one another. Put the fork down when it's time, because I'm telling you, it gets a little tested on Thanksgiving. But
yes.
Kind of watch it a little bit, especially if you have health issues. You don't want to be ended up in the hospital. They say it's the most unhealthy day of the year because people eat 2 or 3 times the amount that they normally do. But we're going to give y'all some love, blow some kisses, and we'll see y'all the next time. Good people.
All right.
Y'all be easy.
All right. Good night.
When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbwell.com, join the journey, and take your life back. TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with the Andersons, each and every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. live on multiple platforms. For more information and other services, visit AnnetteLAnderson.com. If you don't have your copy yet, get yours today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L. Anderson. Another milestone reached. Get your copy of The Wow Effect by Anita Faye Wilson, available on all platforms, or you can visit AnitaFayeWilson.com. And you can always catch us live on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. for Can We Talk? Join us with your Can We Talk coffee mug. Get yours today. They're $15 and that includes shipping. Sow good seed into good soil. You can sow a seed into Movement Worldwide via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, Zelle at info@movementworldwide.org, or by becoming a patron. You can visit our website at movementworldwide.org, click the red button, go to patreon.com, and set up your account today. And remember to follow us on all platforms. Like, subscribe, click that notification button, and don't forget to share.